According to reports, 15 million Americans could soon be exposed. And this is just the beginning, because according to the same reports, more than 60 million Americans are actually going down this exact same road. Now today, I want to explain what's going on, why some of your personal, very personal information could be leaked and exposed here in the near future, and what you can actually do to prevent this. So, I'll break all this down in just a moment, but all I ask is one thing. Takes 2 seconds. Go ahead, hit that like button if you enjoy these daily updates, and now let's begin. So no, that 15 million number is not a joke. That is actually true. Look at this right here. 23andMe possibly going bankrupt, and it's sparking concerns over customer DNA security. Now, here's the thing that you need to understand. This is just through 23andMe, but many people have taken other DNA tests, and with those tests, along with those companies, you could potentially be in danger. According to reports, if 23andMe goes bankrupt and then they are sold to another company, well, your information goes right along with it. But here's the concern. This may just be the beginning. If you use any of these DNA testing companies, 23andMe, Ancestry DNA, Family Tree DNA, Ancestry, Easy DNA, MyHeritage DNA, Living DNA, Family Tree DNA, MyHeritage DNA test kits, okay? All these different ones. Any company that you've sent in these mail-in DNA tests, well, guess what? You could be exposed. I want you to listen to this, and then we'll discuss it a little bit further.
But the company has never been profitable and is now reportedly in danger of bankruptcy, which potentially means it could be for sale. That's of interest for those millions of customers because all that sensitive data, their genetic map, would be the valuable part of any such deal. Despite pledges not to share information, the company's privacy policy does stipulate that personal information can be accessed, it can be sold, transferred as part of any sale, merger, or bankruptcy. Simply put, if the company moves, the DNA data goes with it. Your DNA data goes with it.
So right there. If the company is sold, your DNA data goes right along with it. That is the most valuable piece to all this. It's not the DNA testing equipment. No, that stuff can be replaced. It's the information that 23andMe has collected over the past 20 years. Now, I want to read a little bit of this article right here. Look at this. It says the genetic testing company 23andMe, known for providing DNA analysis to millions of customers, is facing bankruptcy, raising concerns about the security of sensitive genetic data. It says over the past 20 years, approximately 15 million people have submitted their DNA to 23andMe. However, with the company's financial troubles, there is a possibility that customer genetic data could be included in any asset sale during bankruptcy proceedings. Now, here's where things get interesting. If you want, you can go and delete your data. You don't have to have it there. But as of right now, this company is potentially going bankrupt. They've not made money. The money is if they go and sell the information. Okay? It's not extremely profitable, okay, to go and do DNA analysis and send you all the information. That's not where the money is. The money is selling that information so somebody can come in and target you specifically with a product. Now, I was very curious on this. So I asked a friend of mine. He has a little bit of knowledge here, but he's not no executive or anything like that, but he has a little bit of knowledge here. And I asked him, I wrote to him and I said, how would some of this genetic information be useful to other companies? Now, obviously we had more of a conversation than this, but this was the question that I asked. I wanted an answer on. He wrote this in response, and I quote, "It's actually quite valuable. Think about this for a second. If I own a company that sells vacation rentals, and now I know that a 23andMe customer has relatives living in Vermont, then I could easily target that customer with great deals to go to Vermont and visit relatives. Or what if I'm selling a cure for celiac disease? If I know that they are at a heightened risk, then I have my way in." So essentially, what 23andMe has done or what any Ancestry, any of these GNA or DNA, companies have done, is they've now figured out how to market to you. They figured out who you are, who you're related to, where you live, right? Your age, your genetic history, right? Any health problems that you may have, okay? It could be anything, Alzheimer's. They can figure this out. They can show who has a little bit of an elevated risk of going down one of these roads. And guess what? If this is sold to the right company, they can target you. They can market directly to you with things that they know you will be needing here in the near future. And guess what? They're probably not going to give you a great deal. They're probably going to overcharge you because, again, they can. They know more about you than anybody else. Now, I want to keep reading this. It goes on to say, the company was founded with the commitment to not share genetic information. However, if ownership changes as part of bankruptcy, customers' DNA data could be transferred to the new owner. It says, and this is the big one, like I said, customers concerned about their privacy can take steps to delete their data. To do so, log into your 23andMe account, navigate to settings, scroll down to 23andMe data, and click view. After entering your birth date, select the permanent delete data tab. Once deleted, the company will reportedly no longer use your information for research, and any remaining DNA samples will be discarded. Now, talked with another friend of mine who kind of does business acquisitions. And I asked him, I said, what kind of value would a investor, would somebody trying to pull 23andMe out of bankruptcy, what kind of value would 23andMe have if they didn't have all the customer data because people were coming in and deleting it? And he said this, their value would drop substantially because that's what people want. They want the information that has been collected over the past 20 years. The 15 million plus customers that have sent in their DNA for analysis. That's what they want. Now, I bring this to your attention for this one reason. If customers are going in, deleting their data, according to him, he's saying that, yes, it may show it's deleted, but if they're a good company, which they've been around for 20 years, so they have to be decent. If they're a decent company, they would likely have all that information backed up. So any information that's already in the system is likely going to stay in the system. And that is what they're going to try to pitch to people to try to sell it. Okay? Keep that in mind. Yes, you can still delete it. According to these reports, once it's deleted, you'll no longer see any of your information. It won't be used for any research, and any DNA samples will be discarded. I don't know if that's true, but we will find out soon enough. But a reason why I wanted to share this with you is because this is just another thing that Americans have to worry about. More than 15 million people send their DNA for analysis, and now they could ultimately be exposed. So, we'll see what happens in the near future, but as of today, that is what we know. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.